Oh, I did say JayZ.
Yeah, let's say it.
Jim Jones doubles down on the claim that Drake is greatest rapper ever over JayZ. So this is a quick one. Jim Jones, Jim Jones, is Jim Jones wrong?
What is he saying now?
That Drake is better than JayZ.
As what?
The number one rapper of all times. Everybody puts JayZ in at least in the top 3. It's always Biggie or Tupac, Biggie, JayZ.
Uh-huh.
You know, and then, but Jim Jones is saying people hating. They not putting Drake up there. Drake needs, he's done his time. He should be up there. He's been around long enough to where this generation, I don't even think this generation would even say JayZ, would they?
I don't.
They would say
so.
Drake.
Yeah, because JayZ right now is considered a businessman.
But to me, this is the same argument we have over basketball. Is Michael Jordan the greatest basketball player of all time? We're going to always say yes. Mm-hmm. But this generation's not saying that. They saying LeBron James and
each generation
Steph Curry.
Say what's at their time.
So I think we need to just stop saying who is the greatest rapper or who's the greatest basketball
Muhammad
player.
Ali is the greatest boxer of all time.
And in this generation, he's not.
It don't matter about the generation.
Exactly.
This is the people who broke the mold, who made who made it happen.
Right.
In that whole field of what it is.
To me, I feel like if you're going to say somebody's the greatest, it should be, you wouldn't be, like, they put the people that you talking about on the map.
My sign-in thing is.
They put the people who you talking about on the map.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think that's a good debate, though. Because honestly, JayZ would be, if you looking at the whole picture of JayZ, mm-hmm. the same way with Michael Jordan.
The whole package.
It's not about how many points he made and what records that he broke, mm-hmm. because they broken all his records. It's about the whole thing of him being the captain of his team, mm-hmm. being able to ring in Dennis Rodman, mm-hmm. who nobody could, mm-hmm. being able to work with his coach and also call plays while he's out there himself.
You know also too, the movie Air,
the whole thing.
There's with the shoe. Can y'all name one athlete?
Yeah,
one athlete where a shoe is built around them.
Well, you can name it now, but he started it. He started it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but you said before he even became the great player.
No, I'm saying
that shoe came out first, kind of.
Right, but I'm saying right now,
first, the chicken or the egg.
But right now, when people say who's the greatest basketball player of all time, we say Michael Jordan, but this generation doesn't say Michael Jordan. They say LeBron James, Steph Curry, even some even say Kobe Bryant. They don't say.
But Michael Jordan was before them.
I said we say that because we was in that generation.
No, I'm saying
the generation before us might say that it was Magic Johnson or
because that was around the same time. Think about it.
He was before Michael Jordan.
No, I'm saying as far as the greatest of all. Magic is not the greatest of all times.
Right.
Go back because that was in the 70s, in the 80s.
What are you talking about?
If you even go back further, like Bill Russell days or whatever.
Well, some people would say that, and some people would say,
but he's not the greatest. It's almost like even if you were to go back in history, even in the historically, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Mm-hmm. Let's say basketball started in the 1900s, whatever. Up until then, Michael Jordan's name is like, whoa. The needle kind of stayed there.
Okay, so
even with other generations coming up, people had to go back to that needle of Michael Jordan.
Right.
Michael Jordan. And if you go everywhere around the world, we were in Europe, Chicago, Michael Jordan. Oh, okay. Obama. And Whitney, Oprah Winfrey was the three names that we heard everywhere we went. Where was it? We were in Africa. We were in.
So my thing is, I feel like people.
Michael Jordan.
My thing is, I feel like these lists don't matter. I feel like whatever it is, who you think is the greatest of all times, you just need to be able to stand on it when people come at you and say somebody else's name. So, like, if somebody says, "No, I don't think LeBron is the greatest of all," even though I love LeBron, mm-hmm. I still say Michael Jordan. I say under Michael Jordan is LeBron. But to me, I'm standing on it because, like you said, I'm saying all these things that Michael Jordan did. LeBron wouldn't be LeBron if it wasn't for Michael Jordan.
Exactly.
There wouldn't be a shoe. All these athletes who have shoes have because of Michael Jordan.
That's why I think that.
So that's what I'm saying. But you got to stand
look at historically. a lot of these athletes, even today, and their styles that they have, and who did they look at when they were kids, like watching TV?
But like that's what somebody would say.
Age-wise, you think,
so that's why people who don't like Michael Jackson, when you say Michael Jackson, no, James Brown, because James Brown was better than Michael. See, I'm standing on Michael Jackson, and then I'm coming to the table to defend why I feel it's Michael Jackson. Just like people who are Prince, they come to the table with they stale.
I wonder what happened on that our one of our mayors.
Because y'all know I argue with Prince and Michael Jackson.
What happened? Did you? I wish.
Oh, you're right.
Did he win?
I don't know.
One of the mayors in our area. We do a radio show every Sunday where they have
was it Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson versus Prince.
And our mayor guy. Our mayor was for Prince.
But so you have to call in. I'm for Prince. I'm for Prince.
And here's my thing.
I'm for Michael Jackson.
And I'm fine with you being for Prince, but be ready to come up against me. Because I'm going to annihilate you when it talks about Michael Jackson versus Prince. Okay. Get rid of their number one album of all time. Both of them.
Both sides.
And this, when I usually say this, Prince people go humana, humana, humana.
Thank you.
Get rid of Prince's number one album of all time.
Yes.
Which is Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
Get rid of Michael Jackson's number one album
what is it, Thriller?
Of all time.
Or is it Beat It?
Thriller.
Thriller, okay.
Now let's talk.
Oh,
humana.
Michael Jackson.
All right, so let's everybody relax.
I wonder who won that debate on that Sunday, because I'm gonna probably text somebody and say,
how could
who got more calls than did our mayor in our area get more calls in for Prince? Because I'm like, I'm not calling in.
And then we all know that every song is gonna sound the same
with the guitar.
I know y'all love Prince. I love Prince. I gave y'all stories about me going to his concert.
Yes.
And I lost my voice because I was screaming and I sung every single song.
He's an awesome artist. Awesome.
But he's not better than Michael Jackson. Now just stop this. Michael Jackson's the greatest of all time.
Michael Jackson's music.
All right, now let's go with this.
Michael Jackson's music can take me on a road trip from California to New York.
Yes.
And I would hear different sounds, different styles, different, a love song, a fast beat, a duets.
Right.
Prince, I would get tired after the first 4 hours.
So with this whole thing with Jim Jones doubling down that Drake is the greatest rapper, he's an idiot. In my opinion, because I think Drake is
I
up
would never know what to say with the whole rapper thing because I'm old school.
But who do you know?
Well, I know Drake too.
But do you know Drake?
I don't think I can name a JayZ song. Hold on.
Nobody can. No, people from New York can.
Okay.
You can. It's a hard knock life for us.
You would have to help me.
And you would have to help me. I got 99 problems, but a B ain't one. Hit me.
You would have to help me.
Yeah,
as an old school.
And then the ones with him and Beyonce. And then there's before that. Okay, let's stop this for a second. Hold on.
Okay.
There would not be a Kanye West if there was not a JayZ.
Right.
Okay. Jim Jones I would have listened to him and I would have debated with him if he said Lil Wayne. Oh. If he would have said, I think Lil Wayne and JayZ can go at each other. I think Lil Wayne, because there would not be a Nicki Minaj if it was not for Lil Wayne. Okay. There wouldn't be a Drake if it wasn't for Lil Wayne. Those are both his artists.
Okay.
At least we'll have the argument then. Because then I could say Lil Wayne not getting his props the way he should.
Oh, okay.
But Drake is not up there. He's not. You got to look at the whole picture.
The whole package.
You got to look at their influence on other people. Yep. You got to look at who has Drake mentored.
That's why
who are billionaires. Kanye West was a billionaire under a billionaire.
So going back to what you said earlier, whenever you say the word greatest,
you got to say the greatest.
Greatest is a big word, and it encompasses everything. It encompasses who they've influenced.
Right. I don't even think Drake would even say that. Drake would go, what are you talking about?
JayZ? No, man, nah. He'll back away, I think.
Like when JayZ said Beyonce was greater than Michael Jackson. No. Beyonce, what are you talking about?
Dude.
She said no.
You was just saying it because Mother's Day.
Well, that was his wife. But even Beyonce said, what are you talking about?
Michael Jackson? No.
I wouldn't even be, I dance like him.
Oh my God.
So what are you talking about?
Well, that's why I was saying when we were doing the sports thing, I mentioned Muhammad Ali. Even though there's other greater fighters, Muhammad Ali
the whole
stood
picture.
the test of time.
But it's the whole picture. It's his activism.
Everything.
It's during the time when he was coming up, changing the game, even the way that he boxed, even making it a show.
Very influential.
Making
rope-a-dope.
Even making people even watch boxing.
Yes.
He blew up the whole thing.
They got a new movie coming out with Foreman.
Oh, okay.
We gotta go watch that.
So you gotta look at the whole.
Okay, got it.
So Jim Jones, he was a high when he said that.
He probably was.
Drake is not better than JayZ. The greatest.
He doubled down though.
He doubled down.
Okay, he had to rethink that one.
He doubled down.
Probably got a lot of
It says Jim Jones has doubled down on his recent claim that Drake is the greatest rapper, even over JayZ. Mm-hmm. I can't even pull this. Okay. And he doesn't care how anyone feels about it. The Dipset capo made his remarks on the Rap Caviar podcast on Thursday, April 6th, where he was asked to clarify earlier remarks where he crowned Drizzy the GOAT over Hove. I mean, why not? Jones asked. Drake is the only one that gets played any place on this earth, and they're going to know it in English. If you're not putting Drake in the top 2 of all time, like, what are we doing? We're going to keep putting shade on his name? He has broke every single statistic, period. You heard? I agree. I believe that I would definitely agree that Drake, to be honest with you, I put Drake over Biggie. That's my personal opinion, not over Pac, because I feel like Tupac had the whole picture, movies, everything. I'm gonna go up.
That's
movies and everything.
He's asking a good question.
Is the most popular the same as the greatest? No. That's why we were saying it's the overall picture. Drake is the most popular.
I beg to differ, and this is why I said that's a good question. For me, if it's kind of like Michael Jackson, if everybody and their mama has heard of you, you are great.
Okay.
If everybody and their mother, their grandma.
All right, let's test. Hey, Ma.
Yeah.
Do you know who Biggie is? Biggie's. Okay, she know. Do you know who Tupac is?
Yeah.
You know who Drake is?
No. My mom said no. JayZ?
Do you know JayZ?
Yeah. My mom said yes.
I probably do know Drake, but I can't play
that has a part to do with being greatest.
80-year-old woman.
JayZ? Oh, yeah, that's Beyonce's husband. He sings rap too.
Then again, no. Watch this.
Okay.
No.
Let's see.
Do you know who Vanilla Ice is?
No.
Oh, okay. She don't know. Let's think of somebody still. Do you know MC Hammer?
Yeah.
See, she know MC Hammer. So that doesn't.
But that has something to do with being the greatest. You know Michael Jordan, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, she knows.
She said, no, the way she said it. She said, yeah.
Do you know LeBron James?
Yeah.
Okay, she knows LeBron James.
Okay.
Do you know Steph Curry?
No.
She don't know Steph Curry. But she knows LeBron James. Mm-hmm. And she knows Kobe Bryant.
But everybody knows Michael Jordan. Everybody.
Yeah.
So that is a good question. If they're well known, that makes them great as well.
Who do you think is better, Mom? Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson.
Of course. Okay. I would roll her out of here if she said
It'd be a
senior abuse. My mother in a walker wheelchair. If she would have said Prince, I would have got up from this chair.
Rolled her out of here.
What'd you say?
Jackson's known all over the world.
All over the world. Prince is too, though.
Yeah, but Michael Jackson's known more.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, she feels he's known more.
So Jim Jones.
Go ahead. I'm glad he back here.
I don't like that.
Okay.
I think the conversation would have been better had he. Ma, do you know who Lil Wayne is?
Yeah.
See, she know Lil Wayne.
She know T.I. I think.
She don't know Drake, but she know Lil Wayne. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
his conversation would have been better if he would have said Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Because they know Lil Wayne.
Or Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, she knows Snoop Dogg. right, let's go back up, y'all.
Okay,
Y'all have a
go
lot of. I got to go all the way up.
Okay.
But the one Wendy says one of the cops beat a prisoner so hard that he knocked his head into the sink and broke the sink. Wow. That's going back to the cop thing.
Oh, abuse.
I think that Lenora is right about the snow helping him. That's about what's his name?
Oh, yes. Oh,
that thing rolling over him.
Oh, Lord.
Wendy says maintaining his family is another skill. That is a great. You must be talking about Michael Jordan or somebody, because his family is, well, not his wife, but
okay.
He got divorced, but his kids are
First
good.
wife.
His kids didn't mess up. You haven't heard nothing bad about his kids.
No.
Wendy says that is great, like you said, the whole picture.
Yeah.
JayZ.
Whole package.
Wendy says Joe Louis. You must be talking about boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Mike says, M. Perk says, my mom says I am the greatest of all time, but don't tell my siblings. All right, Mike.
You know what? A parent would have a favorite. And I think the kids know who the favorite is. We know who her favorite is.
See what she said.
She ain't gonna say it.
Go ahead.
Mama, who's your favorite? As far as your kids, who's your favorite?
I don't have a favorite.
See,
whatever.
She don't have a favorite.
I'm like my mother.
Yeah, whatever. Wendy says Prince and Michael Jackson said James Brown was someone they both copied. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy says Mama say, Mama Kusa. All right. M. Perk says MJ is pop for the masses and performer. Prince was a musical genius and musician, songwriter, and performer. Mm-hmm. Did Prince write Purple Rain, the movie? Yes, he did. Mm-hmm. Wendy says, but you got to remove Purple Rain.
Remember, if you remove that album,
you got to remove the movie.
What other Prince songs you going to put on the table?
And then somebody will come back and say, well, Janet Jackson came up under Prince. That's where she got her whole thing from.
Yeah.
Well, that's because she didn't want to be like her brother, Mike.
Yeah.
Wendy says no typing tomorrow. Oh yeah, tomorrow Lenora send out the link to everybody that if you want to be on the show and you've been on here already, make sure that y'all email us at Woods Creation for You and send us your email address. Mm-hmm. M. Perk says, is the most popular the same as the greatest?
We said that.
Mm-hmm. Wendy says Ali 56 wins. Joe Louis 68 wins. But that's what we said, the whole picture.
But going back to
we said the whole picture.
Not even so much the whole picture. Going back to what M. Perk said.
Mm-hmm.
Popular
is not the same.
Most
as
people
the
not gonna say Joe Louis.
Right.
They gonna say Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, and then like we said, it's the whole picture.
He's more famous.
And Joe Louis did come out in a
broke
time,
some records. Yeah,
and he also did come out during a time where Black people he broke down a lot of walls,
like Jackie Robinson.
So that's like Jackie Robinson.
And some people were even concerned with the Jackie Robinson, which went into a whole different arena. The black ball players back then,
the Negro League.
The Negro League was just as hot as he was.
Yeah.
But he crossed over into a whole nother arena.
Yeah.
And some people were not happy about that because they figured his numbers is not as big as some of the Negro players that were playing.
Wendy says, I hope you read this later. You missed a lot. That's what we just did.
Okay.
Wendy says, Prince played 27 instruments and Michael was an instrument.
Thank you.
So that's good.
That's a big one.
And I never said Michael Jackson was better than Prince as a better musician.
No, he's not.
So we never would argue that.
Stay in your lane. You're
All right, we're a little over, but I'll give you the donkey of the day.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day. Former SNL star Victoria Jackson adds her rant to the anti-LGBTQ sentiment in Tennessee. More than